These are tiny apartments with a lot of catches. I actually have the keys for 3 tiny rooms today. I'm gonna start with the biggest one
Yo, tiny apartments, let's go.
here, which is still pretty small. And this is we start by taking off our shoes. And this actually isn't bad at all. Shoe closet there. I might have just seen too many tiny apartments because this one actually feels kind of big and spacious to me. But let's take a quick peek before we look at the really tiny ones. Clean, new, lots of.
It's so like white. It's so like a lot of natural light would just shine on this.
Storage over here.
It's like I came from an IKEA.
There is a microwave and fridge here. Not bad by Japan standards in terms of size. And then sliding this open reveals a washing machine, which can hold up to 5 kilograms. A little bit of a kitchen space over here.
But where's the dryer?
Here, nice IH burners built right in with some storage on both sides. But I can see a fully white kitchen getting pretty messy if you actually use it. There is a loft space up here, and then this is going to be the toilet and bath area. Doorway seems kind of small, but you can actually step down. So the toilet space itself is actually not that bad, especially considering some of the places that we've taken a look at.
Wow, that's a lot
over
of
on this
space.
side, that is actually a moderately spacious bath area. I might need a duct to use the shower. Also, I'm very aware that moderately spacious is a relative term that for claustrophobic people, that might just be nightmare juice. But let's take a peek at the loft up here. Okay, this loft is actually way bigger once you get up here than it looks like from down below. Like I can go all the way to the other end, and yes, I've got a duck. I 100% cannot stand up in here. Let me give you a peek. You would have no problem fitting a decent sized mattress. There's also plugs and all the switches for everything you need. Almost everything you need. Ooh, I can turn that on. I have no idea what these switches do. I'm just pushing buttons. Okay, I want to go check out the really tiny units now. Also, despite this being under the train tracks, I haven't really been bothered by any train noise. There's actually a train passing overhead right now. You can barely hear it. There is separation between here and the track, so I think that helps. But these places feel like they're also built to be pretty quiet. This is what the...
That's crazy that it's like underneath a train track. Like the train is above it.
Train sounds like outside, but again, there's the spacing. There's 2 units per building, at least for this section, and there's security cameras there. But let's go check out the really tiny places. So there are 109 units in total, and the ones in here are considerably small. So there's space for shoes there. Our unit's gonna be down this way. There's a shared kitchen space here, which makes me think that this unit probably doesn't have a kitchen, but it's gonna be right this way. This should be our unit. Right here. Let's take a peek.
Ah, it's tiny. Oh no.
That does have a bit of a closet, and it's a tall closet at that, so it feels like a bit of a bonus, but the room itself is just so tiny. Like, this is all the space you get here. There's a bit of a desk here.
Do you sleep on the desk?
This particular fridge feels a little bit big for the space. I don't know, I might go with something smaller. And then in here, we've got the toilet, bath, shower, and all that. This door here closes to give you privacy. And yep, that opens just like that. And in here, we have, is it shower only? It is shower only this time. All in all, not a bad shower.
Wait, why is there a shower bar inside the shower room? But why is it in the middle of the room? Like why the bar's in the middle?
Shower space. Shower head is also higher on this one, and I love and appreciate how much more spacious the toilet is. I know to most of you this isn't going to be a spacious toilet, but in the world of tiny apartments that are available in Japan, it seems like the toilet space is always the first to go. And when I looked at this place, I was like, well, where would you sleep? Where would you put a bed? And then I realized that this is actually a ladder that leads up to a loft. It's just bolted straight to the wall, so let's head up and take a peek. These are actually student apartments, by the way, not dormitories, like apartments that you can rent. Okay, definitely smaller. Absolutely no chance of me standing up in here, but there is these shelves for storage, and there's more than enough space for some type of bedding or mattress here. Also love the addition
What's the pole
of the
for?
handle here. Don't know why. Just a simple usability thing. And from here, you really get a peek at the scale of this apartment.
Don't look down. Ah!
The ladder being completely vertical makes it a little bit more of a challenge to get up here, and makes me question how much I personally would use the loft. Now, these are designed to be affordable student
Hanging
housing
blankets?
for university students too. 3,000.
Cost 70,000 to 90,000, so comes includes utilities and meals. So like 700 to
3
900?
steps to get across the entire apartment. Also, just a little bit of a trigger warning on our next apartment. If you thought that this unit was small and you were uncomfortable, the next unit is much smaller.
I'm not ready for this.
And because this housing is designed for students, there's all these extra benefits and merits, like shared space. There's also a shared like cafeteria style kitchen space with meals that are designed by a nutritionist, which is not entirely uncommon in Japan. It's a pretty common practice for elementary schools in Japan to have a nutritionist on board to design the meals. This place actually takes it one step further by using food sourced from local farms. See, the building itself is beautiful. The next room, our final room, this is the room. It's pretty much the whole thing. I can already hear the claustrophobics just screaming and panicking, but let me give you a peek. So
Oh no. Wait, is that where you sleep?
this is pretty much the room. Now, there is one feature behind me that might be shocking for some people, and the toilet is pretty cool, but the bed, how small the bed is.
That's a bed?
At least it has some space underneath, but look at this.
That's a bed? Huh?
You know what this reminds me of?
Program delivery
That
for
tiny
Echo.
sleeper
Plap.
train that we took
Plap.
a while back.
Plap.
Pretty sure
Plap.
if I leave my
Plap,
feet
plap,
hanging
plap,
out, we
plap, plap,
should
plap,
be
plap,
okay.
plap, 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 plap,
Give it a
plap,
shot.
plap, 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 plap,
It
plap,
works.
plap, plap,
Not
plap.
that bad. Actually, this is way better than my first ever apartment in Japan. The building is long gone, but it was way tinier than this, and I did not have my own bed space or toilet, which I want to show you before I show you the thing that's gonna trigger everybody. So this space here, little mirror there. There is a shower room in here, and then this spot right here is where the toilet is. And you might look at that and go, well, there's definitely not enough space to sit in there, except this door swings all the way closed.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Like the, oh, you gotta lock it. Apparently, there, like that. So again, not bad at all. It's
Yeah, that's not bad.
Really well designed, and then you have access to the sink right here, which is much better than a lot of the other places. Despite being such a tiny space, you not only have your normal shower ventilation space here, but because you've got a window here, this window opens, so you could also just open that and vent out the entire area. Also, because of the window, I didn't really think about it, but there are light switches here as well. Wow. Okay. It is actually
That's-
really.
That's bright.
This is a nice. I like it. With one minor caveat in this, and that's that, well, this just opens up to a hallway here, and
Oh.
the privacy that you get is from basically this is the room that you get. Let me
Oh.
open this and show you outside of here for a second. While the other ones were really meant to be apartments, this is more like a single person dormitory space. But take a peek at this and tell me what it reminds you of. So what does this look like to you? Each of these are individual rooms, and this is meant to be like a common space with like tables and shared desks and whatnot. And there's a whole kitchen space down here. Just noticed that there are also coin laundry machines available here as well. I just really like this entire space.
Yeah, but I want a washer and dryer in my apartment. I don't want a shared, because people break the shit out of washer machines.
And I keep forgetting that we're underneath the train tracks. Each room is just built so well that they're incredibly clever. We've seen some really terrible tiny apartments here in Japan so far, but this is just built to be used. It's like you got the storage space under the bed, you got the shelves, you got the super functional
I just realized there was an AC unit right there in the shelf.
door. I often shoot these tiny apartment videos with Okazaki-san, a former architecture student who I met for the first time when I stumbled upon her apartment.
Yeah, all these apartments are underneath the train tracks.
And we've done a ton ever since. And she has wanted to come and check out this place for the longest time, but wasn't able to come with me today because she's actually off on an architecture job herself. Also, would you believe that every single time that we do these tiny apartment videos, we get threats, actual threats, both in comment and email form. I might even have to do
Why?
an entire video on that one day. I did not realize that people were so triggered by tiny apartments, but wishing Ayaka all the best. I'm sure that you guys are as well. And the cafeteria here has offered to put together a small meal for us so we can see what it's like before we wrap things up for the day. So let's go check it out. Registered students can actually come up and use this face scanner that scans their face, and they use that to pay for their food. Hi. ありがとうございます。
Oh! Oh! Bro!
どうも。That is quite the meal.
Bro, they gave them a feast.
This is fantastic. Okay, so we got a little bit of a soup right here, a bowl of rice, a nice salad, and then there is, in Japanese, it's called hamburger. I guess just a hamburger, just a hamburger patty.
A humbug.
Wait, does that exist overseas? I've been living in Japan far too long, and then Brussels sprouts, fries, and fresh made pudding. I got to see them doing some of the prep earlier, and everything just looked so good. I'm gonna start with the greens. It tastes incredible, which is amazing because each one of these trays works out to less than $5 a meal. I had reached out to Japan Rail, who runs this entire thing,
$5 a meal, not bad.
including the apartments and everything, and asked them if I could come in and shoot this. And not only did they say yes, but they sent an entire team. There are posters all over the place that say Tokyo Lens is shooting today. They made me feel so welcome. Not sponsored or anything, but huge thanks for that. The big question is, would you live here? Would you live in any of these units? What did you
No.
think of them? Let me know
No.
down below. Also, if you're new and you haven't hit that subscribe button already, I would love to have you. Thank you so much for joining, and you know I will see you again real soon.